Hey everyone, grab a seat and get ready for something special. Have you ever wondered what Reba McEntire was like before she became the queen of country music? Well, today we're diving into some rare photos and untold stories from Reba's life that'll give you a whole new perspective on this iconic star. From her small town Oklahoma roots to her rise to fame, we've got some jaw-dropping moments you won't want to miss. Stick around until the end because we're saving the best for last, a story so heartfelt it'll leave you speechless. Let's start at the beginning. Picture this: a young Reba McEntire, born in 1955 in McAlester, Oklahoma, growing up on a cattle ranch. She wasn't always the glamorous superstar we know today. In one rare photo from the mid-1960s, Reba's just a kid, all smiles in a school portrait, her red hair already stealing the show. Can you believe this future legend was harmonizing with her siblings in a group called the Singing McEntires? They performed at local rodeos, and Reba's voice was already turning heads. But here's the hook. Did you know she was also a barrel racing champ, following in her dad's rodeo footsteps? That's right, this country queen was out there, racing horses before she ever stepped into a recording studio. Now, let's fast forward to 1974. Reba's at the National Finals Rodeo in Oklahoma City, singing the Star-Spangled Banner in a grainy black and white photo. You can see her standing tall, barely 19, belting out the anthem with confidence. This moment changed everything. A songwriter named Red Steagall heard her and said, "You need to be in Nashville." Can you imagine that? One performance at a rodeo, and her life took a turn toward stardom. But here's a question to keep you hooked. What did Reba do next to make her dream a reality? Keep watching, because her journey to fame is full of surprises. By 1976, Reba was in Nashville, and we've got a rare photo from that time, a portrait session where she's rocking those iconic red curls and a shy smile. She was just 21, fresh out of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, chasing her music dreams. Her early days weren't all glitz and glamour though. She signed with Mercury Records, but her first few singles barely made a dent. Imagine pouring your heart into something and not seeing results right away. That's what Reba faced. But here's the untold story. She never gave up. She kept performing, kept recording, and by the 1980s, her hard work started paying off. Want to know the song that finally put her on the map? Stay tuned, because we're getting there. Let's talk about the 1980s, a decade that defined Reba's style and sound. In one stunning photo from 1985, Reba's at the Grand Ole Opry, standing next to Dolly Parton. The two of them are all smiles, and Reba's red hair is teased to perfection, pure 80 seconds vibes. Here's a fun fact. Reba has always looked up to Dolly, calling her a role model for storytelling through music. But there's an untold story here. During Reba's Opry debut, her set got cut short because Dolly's performance ran long. Instead of being upset, Reba took it in stride, learning from the experience. Isn't that inspiring? It makes you wonder, what other challenges did Reba face with such grace? Keep watching to find out. By 1988, Reba was a rising star, and we've got a rare photo of her performing in Nashville, captivating the crowd with her energy. Her crimson curls were her trademark, but did you know she once regretted getting a perm in the early 80s? She told Glamour it made her naturally curly hair look angry. In this photo though, she's owning the stage, proving she was born to perform. Here's a hook to keep you curious. Reba's about to face a heartbreaking tragedy that tested her strength. What was it? And how did she bounce back? Don't miss the next part. In 1990, Reba released her album Rumor Has It, and it changed everything. The song Fancy became her signature hit, but here's the untold story. She'd wanted to record it for years, only to be told it was too controversial because it was about a woman's tough choices. A rare photo from this era shows Reba in the studio, headphones on, pouring her soul into the song. She fought to record it with producer Tony Brown, and it became a classic. That's the Reba we love, fearless and determined. But here's something to keep you hooked. A devastating event was about to shake her world. Can you guess what it was? In 1991, tragedy struck. Reba lost 8 members of her band in a plane crash. A rare photo from that time shows her at a memorial, her face full of strength despite the grief. This was one of the darkest moments of her life, but Reba's resilience shone through. She dedicated her next album, For My Broken Heart, to her bandmates, and it became one of her most emotional works. How do you keep going after something like that? Reba did it by pouring her heart into her music and her fans. Stick with us, because the next story shows how she turned pain into purpose. By the 2000s, Reba was more than a singer, she was a triple threat. A rare photo from 2001 shows her on the set of her sitcom Reba, rocking a short, sassy haircut. The show was a hit, proving her comedic talent and winning her a Golden Globe. But here's an untold story. Reba almost turned down the role because she wasn't sure she could handle acting. Can you imagine? She took the leap, and it paid off. Her ability to reinvent herself is incredible, but ascended. Want to know another bold move she made? Keep watching for a surprising career twist. In 2006, we see Reba performing with Kelly Clarkson, her former daughter-in-law, in a vibrant photo from the American Idol concert tour. Their chemistry is electric, and it's no wonder they later became co-coaches on The Voice. But here's a hook. Reba's personal life wasn't always easy. She faced 2 divorces, including a tough split from Narvel Blackstock. How did she stay so strong? The answer lies in her Oklahoma roots and her faith. Stay until the end for a heartwarming story about her family that ties it all together. Wow, what a journey. From a rodeo singing kid to a country music legend, Reba's story is one of grit, heart, and unstoppable spirit. I hope these rare photos and untold stories gave you a new appreciation for her. If you loved this, make sure to watch until the end of our next video for more celebrity secrets. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which Reba story surprised you the most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.